Welcome to Bahnsen Nights. Welcome! Hello! Bow, 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 bow. Alright, let me tell you about this game. We love these games, and by we, I don't just mean me. I mean, we've streamed their other games before. Let me tell you, there are other games that we've played. We have played... Not all their games are like this. The first time we played by them, that are these pulp horrors, like, story games, we played Mothmen 1966. If you recall, it was these are visual novels. Visual novel Mothmen. The one after we played was, the one we played after was Varney Lake, which is the one with the vampire and the kids. And this is the next one, Bahnsen Nights. I think they're all kind of continuous, but I don't know if that you really need to like play the other ones to get it. But we love these games. They're so fun. And the art is awesome. And so I'm so excited to play this one. Yeah, the vampire one. Remember when I was like, look at this vampire and his pals. They're best friends. All these kids are best friends. The vampire just wants to hang out with his buddies. Guy on the right looks like our boy Joryu. They need to make a werewolf game. This might be a werewolf game. I actually don't know what this one is. What the like creature is in this one. What? Do you want to come and sit with me? Why are you crying? And we could just be cuddling. You don't want to sit with me? Okay. Phil, thank you for redeeming Give Butt some love. I'm trying. What? Come here and sit with me, crazy. He doesn't want to. He hates me. But don't you want to play the video game? Huh? He's fine. He's fine. He's trying to eat my snack. You ready to play the game, butts? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. You ready? We all love butts. Ain't that the truth? He's doing good, huh? He's a little sad because I keep going out of town. And so every time I come back, he's like, cuddle me right now! And then I leave again right when he gets comfortable. It's sad. I feel bad. Okay, I'm gonna play this game now, little one. Alright. You ready? Bahnsen Nights! Let's raise the message speed. Does it sound okay? Alright. New game. Remember to save the game from time to... Oh, I'm really bad at that. If there's no autosave, I'm not good at this. Okay. I'll try. Remind me, chat. That was loud. Episode 1. There's something heavy in the air. Some kind of tension. It's not just silence that follows his pauses. It's expectation. Is it an... Oh, maybe it's an exorcism thing? What's L? Whatever. The son of a bitch knows how to talk. Cult? Bye, butts. Dozens of people listened to Tony's sermon with tears in their eyes. After each pause, they wait, surprise making their pulses race, and Tony knows it. Ugh. You notice the way he waits before starting certain lines, how he builds up the crowd's energy and makes the most of every silence. Although you've heard his speeches before, you can't help but notice that there's a certain magnetism in his words. You remember that before the storms, Tony had been a used car salesman. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I'm blocking stuff. I'm going to go here so you can see their icons. Okay. Did you know that the idea that hell is below us was etched into the Western subconscious by a 14th century poem? Tony claims that more than 500 years ago, the devil sat behind Dante Alighieri and, am I saying that right? I think so. And dictated the verses of the Divine Comedy to him. You look around. You can feel the contained energy, and you know it won't be much longer. Where do you think the tornadoes that plague our county come from? Don't be fooled. You close your eyes and feel the hairs on your arms stand on end. I said it perfectly? Nice. Nailed it. Hell isn't below us. No. Not beneath our feet. You crazy son of a bitch. Hell is above us all. People recognize the end of the sermon, and you feel like something finally breaks. A huge amount of energy gets released. And the clamor is deafening. You wonder if this same crowd could be heard over the passing of an F5 tornado. Trying not to draw too much attention, you walk away from the scene by strolling to the other side of the barn. You light a cigarette and take a few drags. You can still hear them cheering. You grab your head. What were you thinking? You didn't infiltrate the Bahnsen Knights to analyze their leader's sermon. You need to know what happened to Kupra. You think of your partner, of the one at work at the agency, all the beers you shared. Kupra is the godfather of your 3-year-old daughter. The day she was born, he promised that whatever happened to you, he would be there for her. You feel an emptiness in your stomach and try to think of something else. I still can't understand why you smoke that brand, Boulder. Tony. You're startled back into the present. You didn't hear him coming. I needed some air. Here. Grab the key. You really are scared, buds, aren't you? Bye, Mario. Have a good rest of your weekend. Let me let this guy out of here. You don't want to be here? Okay. Shall we? I know, what a scaredy cat. Alright, grab the keys. Oh, I should post that we're playing this game because... Because we're pals. And I want them to know. Where did all my tabs go? Bahnsen Knights. It's so creepy. I don't want any spoilers. But the images are spooky. Okay. Playing Bahnsen Knights. Let me tag them. Playing a horror visual novel. Yay! Alright, shall we, chat? Are you ready? Are you ready to get scared? Alright. Tony shakes the keychain close to your face. You don't really seem to have a choice and grab the keys. And, oh my gosh, Phil, you missed the lizards earlier. We had lizards on stream. Is there something wrong with my Sierra? No, it's not that. Today's sermon was intense. I need you to drive me in my Sierra. What about mine? Should I leave it here? Yeah, don't worry. He looks like a vampire. Tomorrow a new driver joins the group. And we're going to use the barn for the baptism. A new baptism? This soon? You stare at Tony looking for a sign. Nothing. It's not the first time Tony's had someone drive him in his car. But it's the first time he asked you. Let's hurry before everyone heads out. You walk to Tony's Ford Sierra and get into the driver's seat. I'll sit in the back. No! Red flag. I've seen a lot of mob movies. You don't let someone sit you in the back. Or sit in the back of your car. Need to stretch my legs a bit. You turn the keys and hear the engine roar. Step on it, Boulder. Don't be shy. Why did he ask you to drive him? Why not ask one of the others? Could it be because he found you near where the cars were parked and just wanted to hurry? And what was that about a new baptism? Based on what you heard, neither candidate's ready yet. Even though you try to focus on the route, you can't help but think that something is wrong. A doubt forms like a cloud in your mind. What does Tony know? I'm scared. Look at Tony in the mirror. Tony must be lying down because you can't see him. Is it because he's a vampire? Look over my shoulder. What is Tony doing back there? You can't just drive with your back to someone like him. You push hard against the steering wheel to force your back into the seat and try to look over your shoulder. Stay in the lane, Boulder. You look ahead again and straighten the car. Was Tony laying against the rear side passenger door? No, he's a vampire! You're sure the voice came from that side. But how did he notice the car deviating? The Sierra had barely moved from the center of the lane. Talk to Tony. Tony? We don't have to chat, Boulder. Yeah, jump out of that car. What does he mean? Your hands sweat on the steering wheel. Turn on the radio. You don't know what Tony is doing back there, and he doesn't want to talk either. Music might help you think more clearly. You turn on the radio. Is this way loud? Is that better? Static. Turn the dial to the right. Someone talking about politics. Not what you're looking for. Yeah. Turn the dial to the right. You don't want to hear sports results either, and you keep looking. You can't turn the dial to the right anymore. Politics. Static. You feel some movement at the back? Leave it there. Listen. Honestly, I get it. I get it. You recognize the song, and a chill runs down your spine. Uh-oh. It's an old blues song about betrayal. That's what I'm saying. This is some mob moves, right? In a mob movie, because this guy's undercover, right? If he's undercover investigating this cult, in a mob movie, the mobster would be in the backseat, let you drive them somewhere, and then they'd pop you one. You know what I'm saying? It's an old blues song about betrayal. I'm nervous. We're gonna stay on this station, otherwise this guy's gonna kill me. He might kill me anyway, I don't know. You focus on the song's lyrics, and everything falls into place. Tony knows. He knows you infiltrated the Bahnsen Knights. He knows you're investigating what happened to Kupra. The son of a bitch just knows. So what would he do now? Would he wait until he got out of the car and shoot you in the back of the head? You grip the wheel tight with both hands. Tony would never kill anyone inside of one of his Sierras. Think of your daughter, of Cupra, of the promise he made you that no one would ever fulfill. Boulder the truck! Everything happened too fast. And although Tony wasn't killed instantly, neither of you survived the frontal collision with the truck. What? 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 Retry. You turn on the radio, dial to the left, leave it there, listen. It's an old blues song. We're gonna change the station. Boulder, what are you doing? Sorry, but you know the rules of the Bahnsen Nights better than anyone. The driver chooses the music. Tony laughs and something about it calms you down. To the left. Static. Left. Another game completed. Wow, a speed run. One of your favorite songs comes on and you let go of the dial. You don't know if it's because of how Tony laughed when you mentioned one of the Bahnsen Night rules, or because you're listening to the first song you danced to with Ava. Whatever the reason, you start to calm down. Before you know it, you're singing the song under your breath. Come on, Boulder. Louder. Pumped up by Tony's words, you start singing out loud. When you finish, Tony starts clapping. Listen, tomorrow's an important day for all of us. I moved the baptism of the new driver forward because there's someone who's not going to be sticking around. Is it me? The others were going to take care of him before going to the bar. Who's Tony talking about? And what had this nameless driver done? Would they do him the same as they did to Cupra? Again, this feeling of emptiness in your stomach. But let's focus on the positive. Tomorrow you'll have your first route exorcism. It is exorcisms. Happy, Boulder. You try to smile to hide the shaking in your left hand. The rest of the trip you do in silence. You know that you'll have to be more careful than ever if you don't want to be discovered. Danny. You park near the entrance of the bar, get out, and open Tony's door. Tony slaps you on the shoulder and smiles. You enter the bar. Tony nods towards the counter and winks at you. He then vanishes through the door in the back. First route exorcism. Exorcise, but leg day was yesterday. Tell me about it. Alright, I'm gonna eat this. There's a cat hair on all up in my food. Everywhere. Like, actually everywhere. Oh well. Okay. In Danny's, the beer is free for the Bahnsen Nights. Old Danny had been one of the group's first drivers. Ooh, his character design. After his tragic death, his son Kevin had taken over the bar. Kevin despised Tony and his followers. But even with their differences, he upheld the agreements with the Bahnsen Nights. Does Tony know that Kevin spit in every glass of beer before putting it on the counter? You hear someone swearing to your left and see a group of men walking away from the Glenlivet dartboard? I don't know what that is. The dartboard was Kevin's idea. Each customer is allowed to throw one dart a night, but not the Bahnsen Nights. Tony had taken care of that. The Bahnsen Nights can throw as many darts as they want and try to make a Glen's eye. Ooh. If he spits in the beer, I don't want a beer. Get to the dartboard. A Glen's eye is the highest score. The center of the dartboard. Whoever gets a Glen's eye wins a shot of single malt whiskey. A Glenlivet. Levitt. And it's customary for the winner to pour the shot of Glenlivet into their eye. I ain't about that. That's not right. That's not where alcohol should be. Take aim. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, so close. 40. Cooper used to say that to get a glance eye, you don't need to think. That when you think, your mind tricks you into seeing things more simply than they are. You don't have to worry about aiming and visualizing an imaginary crosshair. All of those are just mind games, crutches of the imagination. What you need is to wait for it and listen to your body. The body knows Boulder. Throw another dart. Take it. You try to clear your mind, to listen to your body. Nothing. I'm gonna try again. Try to clear your mind, listen to your body, nothing. Okay, fine, take aim. Oh, shoot. Wow, that's really bad. One. Throw another dart. You try to clear your mind, nothing. Okay. I am gonna get a drink if it's the last thing I do. Hold on. Nope. Wait. 10. Wait. No, wait. 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 God damn it! God damn it! Oh my ass. Oh my ass. Ah! Ah! Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm less close. I'm significantly less close. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am not giving up until I get it. Huh? No! That's bullshit. What are you talking about? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What about now? Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. I like that I have unlimited. Nobody better stop me. Come on. Come on. Can this guy just aim better, please? Oh my lordy. Come on. It's gonna happen for me, chat. No! It's good. You need to believe in me. I'm getting closer, sort of. Sort of. Bro. Bro. This poor man is so embarrassing. He's been here for hours. He is getting that drink in the eyeball. He's getting that eyeball alcohol. God damn it, man. Come on. No. No. I'm so close. When it happens, the joke is going to be on all of you who didn't believe. Ah! God damn it. No! This is the true horror. His arm has to hurt. Okay, okay. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh my goodness. I don't think I can control anything. I think it's just like, hey, go right there. Oh! Oh, it hurts my soul. Come on. Thoughts? No! No! I'm getting so close and then it's like, nope, don't count. That don't count. Rude. Oh, man. Oh, man. Come on. I'm so close. You have to listen to your body, right? You just have to not worry about it too hard. You just have to follow your heart. Follow your heart, your gut, your instincts. Nature will take you there. Nature will find a way. You just have to like not worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You have to just like look away. You have to just like whatever. Be chill. Be zen. You have to don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. I should probably save the game, but I'm not. Hold on. Just gotta let the chips fall as they may, or what have you. Just. Ah, it's so close. You gotta act like you don't even care. You have to tsundere this board. Baka. This Baka board. This is like whatever. I don't even care about this board. I don't even like think he's cute. I don't even know this guy. Eventually, they're gonna be like, so do you want a beer or what? But I don't want a beer. I want the eyeball drink. I want the eyeball beer or whatever it is. How about that one? No! What do you mean? What do you mean that's not in the bullseye? Yeah, we are fully committed. That is a bullseye if I ever did see. Don't even pretend. Okay. My strategy now is just to throw it without looking at the board and then seeing how I do after. I am so close. Oh. Ah! Hold on. We're gonna be here for hours. I'm not giving up. I've come this far. Okay. Is this rigged? Oh my goodness. Maybe I should eat some of my food while I'm doing this. Yeah, is this rigged? What the hell? Okay, okay. Okay. Pretty good. Maybe my brain food is gonna make me throw darts better. You never know. Ah! Okay, okay. It's so close. Are you kidding me? Aim with your stomach. Hey, Dev in chat. Tell me how to... Tell me how to get a bullseye. It's like you said, you just have to... What if I do this a few times? Like, what if I press this multiple times? Whatever. You got pizza and we're still here. Wait, what happens when you get a bullseye? You get a special drink that goes into your eyeball. And I want it really bad. Ah! Nope. Oh, so close. Ah! Okay. I finished my bow. Oh. I actually have another one in my fridge, but I'm not gonna go get it right now. It's a different flavor. It wouldn't quite hit, you know? I wonder if I just have to order a beer, get a little shwasted, and then I'll be able to throw this without using my brain. But I'm afraid if I go and get a beer, I'm gonna get cut off by the story, and the story's gonna be like, bro, time to move on. Actually, I can save. Is this the save button? No, it's my history of just throwing darts. What if I save here, right? Save at the dartboard. So what happens if I then order a beer? Can I come back? Let's find out. I feel like I've left. You know he's not going to spit in your glass. Keith is Cooper's friend, and something tells you that Kevin knows you're nothing like the rest of the Bahnsen Knights. Finish your beer and stretch your back. You look over at the door in the back. There's something Tony said you can't get out of your head. Okay, this doesn't feel like I can go back. I am debating reloading. Starting tomorrow, they'll let you join in the Holy Cross. You and your Ford Sierra will participate in the route exorcisms at last. No! I want to play darts. Stop! No, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Load. They're not gonna spit in my drink. Not this vampire. Okay, we're gonna do it. Now I have no choice. Now I must. This is my only shot at eyeball juice. I'm getting it. I wonder if there's a trick. Take aim. Take aim. Come on, hand. Come on! You come to this bar all the time and you ain't good at darts yet? What's wrong with you? What are you doing while you're over here? How are you not getting better after all this time? Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. I have to sneeze. Doesn't this game know I'm sick? Give me what I want. Wait. Shoot, I messed up. This is I like have my concentration on. Give me that nat 20, baby. How's everyone doing today? There is no other trick. If there's no pattern, is there really no pattern to help? I don't think so. Yeah, game, she's sick, okay? Can you just let this happen for me, please? I'm trying to see if there's a pattern, but I don't see one. I've basically gotten the bullseye a couple times, and it's been like, nope, you're on the edge, sorry. I'm like, am I though? Because it doesn't look like it. Though, these are also pixels, to be fair. Oops, I didn't mean to do that yet. It's okay. I'm getting so close. I'm getting so close and so far at the same time. Yeah, yeah. All right, give me your good luck charms, chat. What do you use for luck? And can you share some of it with me? Bill, thank you for teaming hydrate. Let's hydrate while we do this. I think I have to do what I was doing before, which is not think about it too hard. Like that. Like, you just gotta not even, like, look. You just gotta press stuff. And then eventually it'll be like, woo, you did it! And we're gonna be like, woo, we're amazing! Take a drink every time I miss. Oh, and then I'll be like so loosey-goosey that I'll just be like fine. Why is this happening to me? My nose is itchy. Do you know in the last game too, the vampire one? There were all of these missable side stuff. I missed literally all of them. I missed all of them. Like, they tell you, like, oh yeah, you should collect all of these things, and then I did not do that. Like, oh, if you investigate and you find these things, then something cool will happen, and I didn't do it. And this is the revenge. This is the... But I'm trying to get it now. I'm trying to do all this extra stuff now. So, okay. I keep being so close. And then sometimes I'm very far away. You know what? Can we at least give him some props for hitting the board every time? I feel like that's difficult. And I know because I play Yakuza games. And I play darts in Yakuza. And I know it's possible. Would it be a problem if I look up? No, by all means. But I don't know if you'll find anything though. Okay. Let me see. What is the cursor doing? Are you drawing a picture? What's going on here? What is that? What is happening? I don't know. I can't tell. It's too fast. Oops. No achievement for missing 100 times. That's because I didn't miss 100 times, okay? I'm throwing it exactly where I want to throw it. You always miss the board. That's what I'm saying. Darts is hard. But if this boulder dude just listens to his soul, this would be easy. I could get a bullseye in real life sooner than this guy can get a bullseye. Come on. I feel like there is a pattern. Or the motions are just very interesting. I don't know. Because I feel like they go along the axis for all of, like, where all the lines are, basically. Oh, I'm so close. But I can't decipher the shape they are making. Ah! That kills me. That kills me. I'm so close. They're probably vampires because their lives are at stake. That's true. Have you seen this? Also, have you seen this cult guy? He definitely is a vampire. How? Ugh! Okay. Okay. Ah! Ah! Come on! No whammies! No whammies! Come on! Ugh. Oh my ass! Oh my ass! Oh my ass! Like another time! All of my asses! Ay, 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 ay. This is unhinged. Also, I could pour beer down my eyeball. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this. Yeah, just take the beer. You looked up a guy. Oh, he gave up. No, I want to know what happens. I want to know what happens. Has nobody who played this game done that? They got a bullseye? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Somebody must have. Oops. Be the first. I'm gonna be the first. I'm gonna be the one to bullseye them all. Look at this. Hey. My heart and soul. What if I did it during the ad break? Would that be hilarious? What on earth? Look at this. Do you see how unfair this is? I'm convinced it never goes into the bullseye. I feel like I'm getting further away. Okay, we need to stand. We need to stand. We need to stand. We need to stand. Okay. Like we're playing real darts. We gotta stand up. We got a gamer stance. And, I don't know. Oh, Sesame tried to bite the cursor. How cute. Someone, anyone, somebody, anybody. Ah! Throw some beer into my eye sockets. get me wrecked. Come on. I just want to get beer in my eyes. Is that so much to ask? Isn't this all I've ever asked for? I'm not a greedy bitch. All I want is some beer in my eye holes. Okay. I'm fading. I'm fading. I'm losing my confidence. I'm losing it. We stand for Quistan. I need help. I need coach. I need to call in my coach. I need my understudy. Wait, what do you call it in sports? Not your understudy. That's a theater kid thing. That's how you know which one of those I am. Bye, Sprinkle. We are unwell. The achievement was taken by 7%. That's a bigger number I was expecting. Is the second option after aiming always the same? Yeah. This one. You try to clear your mind, nothing happens. Okay. I can only do this for a few more minutes. Not because of me, but because I can't do this to you. I can't make you watch this for another hour. You know what I mean? But I want it so bad. I want it so bad. Are you kidding? I will pay for your continued suffering. You really want me to get a bullseye? Yeah. My body, my brains, my emotions, my... Oops. I didn't mean it. That doesn't count! I feel like I've gotten it. Oh my god, that scared me. Crime. Thank you for the $5 tip so I suffer. Thank you so much. Wow, how kind and stuff, I suppose. Thank you. I wish I could close my eyes while I do this, but I feel like there will be no sound indicator if I've done it, and then I'll miss it if I get it. That's according to your return. No! Do you see how rigged this is? Using that mafia money. I'd be doing it just wondering if there's a specific way to do it. I have tried to do that too. Oops. But I don't see the pattern. It's all gobbledygook. I'm sleepy. eyes are fading. Okay. Homies, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I have a lot of doubts. I'm getting tired. I'm getting sleepy. I feel like I'm getting hypnotized. And I'm falling asleep. Just gonna close my eyes for a little bit. I'm just gonna close my eyes. Okay. I'm gonna do... Wait. I don't think there's a trick to it, but also I've been thinking the whole time about how there has to be more to it than just timing it right. Well, that's why I was like, oh, I'll just order beer, and then maybe I'll, like, drink enough that it'll be fine. No. Go right there. Oh. Okay. How about this? Let's set a timer, and I'll only go as far as the timer. How about that? How about that? How about that? Okay. Timer. We're gonna go for... I almost said 2 hours. We're gonna do 3 minutes. Alright? 3 minutes. And then, if we don't get it, we move on. Yeah, and then the dialogue is like super short. I mean, it might be. Oh. Chihuahua. Why are you doing this? Ah! Oops. Oh, I can't click on it. My eyes are all fuzzy. Falling asleep properly. Oh! I didn't mean to click on that. I didn't mean to click on that. I guess I'll stop my timer. I was snoozing so hard my mouse sunk. Wait, can I take a quick nap now? That made me so tired. I'm like falling asleep. Oh my god. I did this for 40 minutes? No! No! That's why I'm falling asleep. 40 minutes. There's no way. There's no way. All right. Well. All right. We're going to go to chapter 2 now. Okay. Can I eat some of this Pokemon candy? Let me see if this is even any good. Or it's mostly just for the container. But maybe this is a great moment to investigate. Because I need something to wake me up. Hold on. How do I take this off? How do I take this off? Like this. Like that. Hold on. Why is this so complicated? I just wanted candy. I just wanted candy. Is it just that my hand-eye coordination today sucks? Is that what's happening here? Also, look how cute this is. My little topper. You finished your work in the time you were doing this. 40 minutes sounds right. Wow, I hate it here. Wow. My suffering is sweet nectar. No! Okay, alright. I'm gonna eat this candy. It's like hard candy. You place your hand on your chest and suppress the burp before it reaches your mouth. Oh, it's just like in real life on my streams. You adjust your seat and muster the strength to embark on another day. It's been over a month since your first exorcism. You don't know how much more you can take. You still haven't discovered what happened to Kupra, nor have you found the evidence necessary to incriminate Tony. Okay. You lower the sun visor on the passenger side. And that's a view holy crabs. View drawing. Oh, anguish constricts your chest. Neither heartburn nor the burning sensation in your esophagus troubles you anymore. You experience a shapeless pain. A pain that doesn't cling to the body, but rather to the absence of everything. Oh, Ollie. You focus on the drawing, on those marks that still feel close to you, yet are part of a different life. You recall Ava's laughter upon seeing how Olivia depicted you. Ava pointed to your belly and you feigned offense. You would scold her for mocking your child's artistic abilities. Ava would ask you to put Olivia to sleep, giving you a playful wink, and you would lull her to sleep, watching her fight the pull of slumber. Oh, just like me. What's going on? Aware that Ava awaited you in the other room. Holy cards. Why is this so creepy? You gaze at the holy cards. Sometimes you wonder if the agency complicates matters unnecessarily. Each saint represents a specific area of investigation, and the holy cards serve as a means to communicate with your handler discreetly. Ugh. You shut your eyes and you believe you catch a glimpse of them. You start the car, knowing that the road numbs your consciousness. Why is he driving in the center of the road? Cooper once told you that he used to fall asleep listening to a tape of white noise on his Walkman. It helped because white noise encompasses all the frequencies audible to humans, the perfect place for those voices that kept him awake to get lost in the crowd. Have you read Poe? Cooper held Edgar Allan Poe in high regard, and it felt like a personal affront every time you told him that you hadn't read him yet. You glanced at the passenger seat. Would it be enough this time? The idea of using holy cards in the investigation couldn't be more apt. After all, you perceive every communication with your handler as a prayer. You walk with great strides. You remember Ava, how she mimicked the rhythm of your walk and laughed while doing so. There they are. Ava. No, both of them died? Oh no. I'm eating candy. I'm sorry. Wait, why did I eat candy? I have a cookie. I messed up. Alright. Ava, 1954 to 1981. Olivia, 1978 to 1981. Oh no. It was your handler's idea. When you heard it, it seemed like a bad joke. You couldn't believe what she was proposing. Erecting the fake graves of your wife and daughter in a local cemetery. Your handler said it was perfect as a cover. Your wife and daughter would have been killed in a road accident, which would explain your disregard for life and self-destructive impulses behind the wheel. 2 desirable traits among the Bahnsen Knights. However, the true brilliance of the idea lay elsewhere, and that was to name them after your real wife and daughter. As an undercover agent, you would have no contact with them, and you could harness those genuine feelings of loss to make your cover more convincing. You gaze at your daughter's grave. Dude, this is wild. They passed away because I took too long. No! Wow, brutal. Oh my gosh. Even though you know no one is buried there, the dates evoke a profound sadness and you avert your eyes. You're aware your handler chose your daughter's grave for the exchange because that reaction is common to most people. It's difficult to confront the death of a child. Whoa. Remember what each holy card represents. Oh my gosh. Okay. I haven't finished this candy. It's hard to read with candy in my mouth. Father Mario. Father Mario was a healing priest of La Matanza, Argentina. There's a famous phrase of his. I am the guitar, God is the guitar player. The agency uses Father Mario's holy card to catalog the actions of Tony's acquaintances, and thus build a case against the entire hierarchy of the Bahnsen Knights. Saint Cajetan of Thien, patron saint of administrative officers. What? That ain't real. That's not real. Patron saint of admin? What? The agency uses his holy card to catalog accounting document. What? Okay. Mary, undoer of knots, is an allegorical representation of human difficulties. The knots symbolize the problems that the Virgin helps to unravel. The agency uses her holy card to catalog documentation that seems to have been forged or obtained illegally. Okay. We do have saints for everything. It's true. You're right. Zookeepers. Who's the patron saint of zookeepers? Examine evidence. Oh my god, hold on. Okay. The receipt is for 20 cans of red paint. You know that Tony paints huge crosses on his barns, and although the receipt is not evidence in itself to convict him, it could prove valuable for forensic accountants. Permission to drive after curfew. After the storm season and some security issues that followed the humanitarian crises, the government issued a curfew prohibiting movement, except for those with a special permit. How had Tony managed to get a permit issued in his name? Select holy card. What? What do you mean assign evidence? What does it mean? Wait, I want to do the one... Wait. I want the admin guy. Assign evidence. Oh. Permission to circulate. Do assign the evidence to the holy card. I don't know what that means. What? Remember what each card... I don't understand what I'm doing here. St. Francis of Assisi for zookeepers and animals. You know what? I actually knew that. I actually did know that. Because my cousin went to the school of St. Francis of Assisi. So I'm actually aware. But I forgot. Admin officers. What am I doing? I'm just exiting. I don't know what I did. You leave the holy cards on the grave, and you retreat the way you came. I have no idea what I just did. Would the evidence stack up this time? No, because I assigned it randomly. Could you build a case with this new information? How much longer will you endure the Bahnsen nights? However desperate you are to find out what happened to Cooper, you long to go home. You want to embrace them, kiss them. You miss them so much. You yearn for Olivia to draw you, for Ava to laugh at you, to put Olivia to sleep, knowing that Ava is waiting for you in the other room. Oh, God. Uh-oh. The Sierra gets in front of you. You manage to brake at the last second. Fuck you! Vincent. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold. Hold. Everybody hold. Everybody wait right there. Wait, everybody hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. I need to look this up right now. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Don't worry about it. Just give me a second. Sorry, nothing I'm doing makes any sense. Okay. I'm sorry. You got worried? That took a trauma response. It's because I thought I haven't found any evidence, but I thought there was a Vincent in one of the other games, and I had a moment. But now I'm thinking, but I can't. When I'm trying to Google, I can't find anything. So maybe I'm lying to you. You went to a Catholic school called St. Gregory. You played basketball against St. Francis of Assisi. Yeah, that makes sense. I played basketball against St. Francis of Assisi. Probably not the same one. But I thought I was onto something. But I couldn't find evidence. All right, Vincent smiles. And you barely stop yourself from stepping out of the car to punch the grin off his face. You think of Cupra and one of the exercises he taught you to survive as an undercover agent. It's a mnemonic trick. You have to imagine a sort of continuum for each person you interact with. Some sort of bar divided into 7 equal parts. Follow me, Boulder. You look at Vincent, and you can imagine that bar. The beginning of the bar represents full confidence. The end, total suspicion. That point where they are going to accuse you and discover your true identity. No, I don't want that. You apply Cooper's trick to all the Bahnsen nights. Apart from Tony, with Tony you never know where you stand, bar or no bar. You hear Vincent rev the car's engine. This bar right here. He wants to see us. You grit your teeth hard. And you take comfort in thinking that if the evidence is good enough this time, it won't be long before you'll be back with your family. Episode 3. How did we get here? I'm opening the cookie. Vincent steps on the gas, and you can't afford to fall behind. I have to eat this cookie because I'm so tired. I need to stay awake. Okay. Alright. I thought those were hearts for a second because this looks like a heart. And I thought they were just hearts on their cars. It's not. The old roadblocks are gone. Ever since the storm started, everyone, police, firefighters, even FEMA for a while, has been dedicated to the reconstruction effort. Or at least that's what they're trying to do. Resources are scarce, and politics is never up to the task. In contexts like this, with official actors attempting to manage the chaos, para-governmental organizations emerge. Cooper's mission was to infiltrate and investigate Tony and his Bahnsen Knights, a group that caught the agency's attention due to their growth in the wake of those first tornadoes. Hell on high. Tony's messianic delusion. The agency isn't concerned with the religious ideas of the Bahnsen Knights. The agency is interested in the power they've acquired, economic power, as well as territorial. The road leading to the barn is gravel, and despite bumping your head against the car's roof multiple times, you refuse to let Vincent gain too much distance. Why is my bar like this? You hit Luca and he falls backwards? What's happening? He rushes at you brandishing a knife? Despite the others trying to stop him, the blade hits its mark. Wait, well, how did this happen? He stabs you in the stomach. The wound is deep. You suffer before the darkness takes you. What did I do? I didn't do anything. I didn't make a selection. I just kept clicking. What happened? Oh, turn the steering wheel. Luca! You swerve and Luca jumps to the side. You scratch Keith's car. Uh-oh. My Sierra! Fuck, Boulder. Your heart is pounding. You know there's no room for even a moment's distraction when dealing with the Bahnsen Knights. You step out of the car and let them park it for you. You know they're gonna tease you about this, but you also know you have a role to play. I could have murdered a guy and then gotten murdered immediately after. Wow! And not could have, I did. That was quick. Murder. Okay. I took too long. You're Boulder. A big, calm guy. But with the self-destructive urge gnawing at your core. Why do they all love Sierra so much? You're an iceberg from which two chunks have been torn away. And the current carried them off, never to return. Your handler had recommended you to use the cover story to your advantage, arguing that pity is one of the most powerful resources when it comes to diverting attention. You look at the Bahnsen Knights around you and can't help but wonder, compassion, pity, empathy? Will these three characters be able to feel something like that? Keith was the eldest among them, and if half the stories about him were true, he would have a guaranteed place at Satan's side. Luca, who you almost ran over a few minutes ago, you're pretty sure there must be a language somewhere in which Luca and psychopath are etymologically linked. And Vincent, a sadist who's never heard of the Marquis de Sade, self-taught, a natural-born sadist, and therefore much more dangerous. I have crumbs in my throat. Hold on. Sorry. I was distracted for a second. Don't worry, Boulder. At least you didn't kill me. Although Ava and Olivia's deaths are part of your act, a fiction, you can't help but feel a rage that threatens to consume you. You glance at Vincent, who shakes his head back and forth. You start to say something, and Keith clears his throat. Vincent sounds like me. You can't spell lunatic without Luca. Stop fucking around, you two. What? Stop calling me. I'm getting all these robocalls right now. Okay. You know why we're here. Tony wants to exercise a new road, so I recommend you bury your demon seed, Boulder, and pay more attention next time. You look at Luca, and Luca smiles. What's up, Boulder? Do you fancy me? On the contrary, you want to cover his face with bruises, turn his expression into a Rorschach stain, and not worry about what you may or may not see in it. Hey! Vincent points toward the door of the barn, and the three of them suddenly become serious. Speaking of Rome, They look familiar. Are they in the other games, perchance? Oh, this cookie. Oh my gosh. The cookie that was in my cookie, do you see this? It's one of those animal cracker things with the frosting and the sprinkles on it. It's one of those on my cookie. Wow. Incredible. Tony and Monique, the librarian. Monique is Tony's trusted lieutenant, a woman of few words, and who you doubt knows how to smile. Listen to me. Hi, Livia. How's it going? And thank you. I'm still so sick. I'm like starting to kind of fall asleep because I'm just like a sicky. I'm just sicky girl. Animal crackers in my cookie, you mean? Shirley Temple didn't know that was possible. Cookie within a cookie. Yep, it's so good. Listen to me. By now I reckon we know all the signs. Why are his knuckles covered in blood? A new tornado is approaching our roads. And we're not going to let it pass. I don't really know what their deal is yet. I don't know. Oh no, you were just sick too? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you feel better. That sucks. I have some soup in my, not my fridge. I have canned soup for dinner tonight, just in case. No broth. Tony goes, I had udon last night for dinner as well. Tony goes over everyone's roles in the exorcism. Unconsciously, you position yourself on the outskirts of the group. Do these guys really think they can influence the path of a tornado? Boulder, listen to me. Today, you go first. Oh, are these like tornado chasers? But I guess I don't know yet. We'll have to figure it out. But Tony looks Luca in the eye and Luca looks down. Fine then. You nod. What are you waiting for? You run to the Sierra. Before you get in, you steal a glance at the barn. What was Tony doing in there? And whose blood did he wipe off his knuckles? You mark the position of the barn on the map. This is just like in Nancy Drew. As soon as you have the chance, you go back to investigate. A new exorcism on the road. And this was the first time you'd be out up front. The most important person in the position in the formation, for which you need the total confidence of the rest of the drivers. You always found it hard to read Tony. Assign you to the top of the cross? What gives you that, or why give you that role? I can't wait to find out what they're doing. You gaze at the sun visor on the passenger seat. No, this isn't the time to seek solace in drawings, nor to think about how much more time into the extraction. You start the car and rev the engine, hoping that the roaring noise will drown out even your own thoughts. Wait, I want a cookie. Hi, Tyler. Hello. How are you doing? I'm sleepy. I wish roads were pink too. Let's have a more interesting drive, you know what I'm saying? Exercise road. I don't know what that means. What? 30 seconds. Oh my god. Am I supposed to do something? Oh my god. What do I do? Move right. What? Move left. Move right. Move left. I don't know what is going on. What is happening? Move left. What is this? No! Go to the right! Go to the right! This is stressful. I made it! Wow, driving is easy. The tornado weakens! What is this? I don't know what that had to do with the tornado, but I'm here for it. I won. I'm good at this. Hi, Selena. You're going to a Nicki Minaj listening party. Ooh! That sounds fun. Hell yeah. Wait, it's at a club? That's fun. I hope you dance hard. Your heart races, flooded with an excitement you can't explain. You roll down the window, and only the horns of the Bahnsen Knights can be heard on the road. Hello? Hello? Whoa! Chapter 4. I'm very curious about what happened to me. What did I do? It's not the first time this has happened to you. As soon as you walk into Danny's bar, you feel like you're floating. Like you can see yourself from the outside. Oh, disassociating. And you're someone else. Look who's here. The illustration nope, that's not the word. The illusion soon shatters. You try to smile and return the greeting. You're Boulder, an undercover agent investigating a religious cult led by Tony, looking for answers about the disappearance of Kupra, your dear friend and godfather to your daughter. You miss little Olivia so much. Your eyes itch, and it's not because of the smoke in the bar. You take a breath. What are you going to do now? Darts! 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 Go to the right of the bar. Jukebox. Go to the jukebox. Look at the pictures. Well, there's so many options. Also, hello everybody. Let's look at the picture. Danny posing with a younger man you don't recognize. You read the message on the picture. To a true fan. Scaloni. Oh! Okay. The first of the pictures is of a famous crooner. What was his name? Tim Robinson. Next to it, a picture of an attractive woman. Could she be famous? The third picture is of Danny with a man you don't recognize either. In Danny's bar in the bottom picture. The date in the corner suggests the photo was taken around the time of the inauguration. Elvis Presley. Is it true what you heard at the agency about his death? What does that mean? What is the conspiracy theory? A group of friends. The photo is old. Why are you looking at the pictures on the wall of a shitty bar? Sometimes you think that everything you do is nothing more than a simple distraction, a way to delay the inevitable. Left, left, left. A former president of the country. You wonder how there are still people who believe in politicians. Damn! Will it be enough just to want to believe? Listen to jukebox. Ooh, look at this. This is cool. Check the singles. Lady Love dies! Wait, Lady Love is in from, oh my god, what's the name of that game? Paradise Killer. The main character is Lady Love. No? Doesn't that look like her? Listen. Oops. Wait, go back. Wait, I want to see all of them. Golden Butterfly. Don't know how to pronounce that. Frank and Drake. Hungry Ghosts. Listen. Am I right? That is Lady Love dies, right? Is that, am I right? Cool. What's to the left of the bar? Oh my god, dartboard. Play darts! Clear your mind. No, I'm back. I'm not. I can't. I can't fall down this hole. Bye. Goodbye. No. All right. Let's go to... What's on the right again? Tables in the back? Whomst are you? There's a man you've never seen before sitting at one of the tables. I am in fear. His face is covered and you wonder if he's hiding from someone. But isn't it true that we all hide from someone? Talk. You start to say something and the man looks you in the eye. You decide not to bother him. You recognize the need to be alone when you see it. But who is he? Does anyone know? Emergency exit? No. Let's go to the bar. You walk to the bar. Kevin continues to do his thing without looking up. Is everything okay? Do you ever feel out of place, Boulder? The question takes you by surprise. You read all of Kubra's reports, and you know that Kevin had become something like a friend to him. What exactly had it said? Kevin, current owner of Danny's Bar, is one of the most interesting characters I've met connected to the Bahnsen Knights. You'd like to tell him that you're friends with Kupra, and ask him if he knows what happened to him. But things aren't that simple. Sometimes there's just no choice. I was always good with numbers, you know? That's why Dad never let me go. The old man even asked me to do his taxes. Do you ever read Martin Gardner's columns in Scientific American? I love that he reads Scientific American. You look at Kevin carefully. Although you don't know exactly what he's talking about, you now understand Cooper's interest. The first one I've ever read was recommended to me by a customer. I was 15, waiting tables, and this one guy who couldn't make up in his mind what to order, he'd ask for one thing and instantly regret it, changed to something else. I thought maybe he didn't have enough money. I ran him through the menu again, including combinations of stuff that I figured he might like, given what he already asked for. And in my head, I calculated the right price for all these made-up dishes. The guy just stared at me and told me to bring him whatever I wanted. He left me a hell of a tip and a copy of Scientific American. On the cover, he wrote, "Read the mathematical games column. You'll enjoy it." Cute. You know how many times I thought about getting the hell out of this place? But I couldn't leave Dad on his own. Dartboards at bars. I know, we were just saying that. What is that about? Dad got me a subscription to Scientific American and later signed me up to a corresponding writing course. Getting the mail every month is what kept me sane, Boulder. Writing course. Kevin looks at you for a few seconds. He seems to enjoy being listened to. The guy who taught the course signed his name with only 3 letters. LCB. Wait, that's the name of the developers of this game. Are there LCB Studios? I used to fantasize about what those letters stood for. Lewis Carroll Bateman, Lisa Coleman Burke, but I never found out. They'd send me those booklets with theories and exercises. Circle of Characters, LCB called his creations. I started to put what I've learned into practice. I even sent some stories off to some addresses in one of the booklets, and took the chance to ask about the meaning of the signature. Never heard back. I want to get a beer. You drink your beer in silence. It's the first one of the night. Although your handler's strategy is smart, you know you can't drink too much. There's a point at which no matter how well you can hold your booze, you're going to start talking. And on that borderline between what's fact and what's fiction, you run the risk of someone pulling the veil and everything coming to an abrupt end. Kevin pauses before answering. Do you know how many non-collinear points are needed to define as... Oh, collinear. I know math. I know math. I didn't know we were talking about math. I also don't think that's how you spell collinear, but maybe I'm wrong. It's been a while. Okay. Do you know how many non-collinear paths are needed to define a circle? Two. No, 2 is not enough. It takes 3. No, I'm rusty. My math is rusty. To define a circle, Kevin smiles. Imagine 3 points on a piece of paper. When you connect the dots, you make a triangle. But if you draw a circle that fits around the triangle, you'll see there's only one that does it perfectly. Each of these 3 points you drew is a vertex of the triangle. The corners and the center of the circle is a special point. It's exactly the same distance from each of the corners. Yes, it tracks. Imagine you put the point of a compass in that spot and you make the pencil touch any of the corners of the triangle. Then draw a circle with the compass. The circumference will touch all 3 points. That makes sense. I don't know. Okay, whatever. It makes sense. Just trust. LCB states that a character can be defined by just 3 stories. And rather than writing novels or short stories, he prefers character circles. But a circle is a difficult geometric figure. It needs its own tale. According to LCB, the character circle is the most perfect narrative unit. Oh my gosh, reading is so hard. I'm so tired. And because of this basic perfection, the most tragic. Why the most tragic? Because the first thing you have to accept when you do something is that you remove the possibility of doing something else. A guy in a suit used to come to the bar. He didn't talk much. He'd read the newspaper and have nothing but coffee for breakfast. I never confirmed it, but from the first day he came, I figured he was FBI. One of the LCB exercises was about that, observing someone and imagining 3 stories that define them. Those stories outline a character circle. Want to hear this FBI coffee guy's 3 stories? Yes. Maybe another night. I need to serve these beasts now. Okay, wait. I'm going to try to throw the darts with 1 beer, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to do it with another beer. You try to clear your mind, to listen to your body. Nothing. You say that, but when I drink... Wait. Back. Bar. Drink. Okay, I have 2 beers in me. Now we're going to go back to the left, to the dartboard. How about now? You try to clear your mind, to listen to your body. Nothing. Are you sure? Okay. Here. Okay. Wait, hold on. I can't save. Wait, I can save. Here. 3rd beer of the night. Uh-oh. You try to clear your mind, to listen to your body. Nothing. Are you sure? Go to the bar. 4 beers. How about now? You try to clear your mind. Nothing. Exit. Back. Bar. I'm falling asleep. 5 beers. You try to clear your mind, to listen to your body. Nothing. What? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Ugh. Oh my God. Homies, I'm so sleepy. I'm like falling asleep. I'm so tired. Time to order another beer. Oh. Go to the bar. Order beer. Order beer. No, I'm not ready. No, I didn't mean to do this. No, I didn't want to quit. Load. Homies, I'm so sleepy. I don't know that I can do this. I'm so tired. I can't stay awake. I can't finish the game right now. I'm gonna fall over. I can't believe I'm so tired. I can't believe never happened before. This is so silly. Wait, before I do that, you burp and try to settle into your seat. Kevin shakes his head from side to side. You're cut off. You think that's probably for the best. All right, I need to know now. You try to clear your mind, listen to your body. Nothing! After all that, it doesn't even mean anything. I still can't get a bullseye anyway. Oh, that hurts. That's so sad. Okay, I'm falling asleep now. Alright, goodbye. Oh my god. If I'm sleepy and sick, I'm sleepy and sick. You're right, But I wanted to play this whole game. I'm so sad, I'm so tired. Okay. Oh my gosh, tomorrow, big hangover. Tomorrow, I wanna stream tomorrow. Here's the deal, kids. So I'm sicky, but I think, but there's so many things I want to play. Wait, hold on a second. How do I get out of this game? Wait. Can I go to here in the menu? Yes. Ooh, a gallery. Oh, I want this so bad. I want it so badly. Avoid an accident. Wait, I don't want spoilers. Okay. This game rocks. I'm so sad I don't think I can play more. I'm like really falling asleep. It's like a disservice to the game if I can't focus on the game. So I think if we can, I'd like to play more tomorrow.